Hey guys, so today what I want to do is I just want to go over an overview of this bed, bench, and storage area that I have. And I made some modifications since my videos where I was building it. Just some minor tweaks and fine tuning, but you're going to see it and you're probably going to say, hey, yeah, that makes sense. And you know, that's kind of the whole philosophy of what I do with this van build. Is just I just build stuff and then I just start changing things for it to make more sense, and I try to go over that thought process with you guys, and that's what I'll be doing here, is going through some of my thought process. So first of all, my first thought process is that since this is going to be a couples camper, I wanted to make it very roomy and comfortable for two people, and that's a challenge. And I just didn't want a big old bed. And you just have a big bed, you have to roll around to get to one end or the other, and it's really good for nothing but sleeping. But I wanted to make this camper functional where you don't have to just sleep in it, where you could actually sit and relax in it, and you could even cook and bathe in it, but that'll come later. But anyway, so in order to achieve that, I wanted to build something that was flexible in terms of the way it sits and sleeps, so that when it's not in sleep mode, that there's room to move around. And that's where I came up with this bench bed combination. And it's pretty simple. So for the bed, it's pretty simple. I use the mechanism from an old futon, and you just slide it out, and from here, slide it out, you just put down the bed, and now you have a twin size mattress, and it's a little bit better than twin. And if you don't remember the videos, I have this padding area right here, which really allows the person to sleep all the way to the edge and put their arms here and still be comfortable. And that's the idea. So have two people with the least amount of space, but it's still comfortable. And to bring it up, it's the same thing. You click it in and you push it back. Pretty simple. You could transform it pretty quickly. In the future, I'm going to have cabinets here, but I'm going to have to design a way where I could still move around even in bed mode, so that'll be a challenge. Okay, staying in the back here, I didn't want to make this too high. I wanted to keep it as low as possible so that there's plenty of headroom. I was very aggressive with how low this was, so there's only so much I could keep in my pull-out drawer with how aggressive I was. But I think I got a lot of stuff in anyway. And this is what it looks like. And just by dumb luck, oops, this is resting on me right now. Just by dumb luck, but not by planning, if you rest it right there, everything stays perfectly level. So I didn't plan that. That is dumb luck. I'll probably do a leg in the design in the future, so when I want to pull it out even further, I can have it on a leg, okay? So that's for a future design. But if you look at what I have here, you can see there's quite a bit of stuff here. Let's see, I got my spice racks right here. I got two burners, and this burner, in the one video, you'll know why I have to turn this one upside down, and it's about clearance over there, but you could watch that video up there if you want to see that. But I got my silverware drawer, got my spatulas and knives and things like that. So I wanted to leave this space free so that I could freely turn the knobs right there like that. Moving down here, I built all these partitions to hold it in custom. This is for my bowls, strainer and some soap, and here's another pot and pan, plates, oil, whatnot. And this, it's a cutting board, but this is really cool. So instead of grilling, I have this grill, this countertop grill, and it just goes on top of it, and this is going to be like my barbecue grill instead of having a big old grill. If you want to see a link on this, click up there, and I'll leave a link on all that stuff with propane stoves and things like that. But, I got my pan, and I had to build a notch for it to make it fit. Spray oil, matches, wipes, Anyway, so believe it or not, all this stuff fits. I put down the camera and we'll slide it back in. And it's all stowed neatly away, so when you want to cook, you know, you just pull it out, you make a mess, push it back in, and you can't see anything. So despite that drawer being pretty long, I also saved a little space right here for a drawer. And this drawer just allows me to have some of what I keep my electronics. Let's show you guys what I'm able to fit in this drawer. You know, all my electronic plugs and some toothbrushes, some extra fuel and extra burner, some card games, gloves, whatnot, flashlight, headlights. So this goes in, and previously it did not slide completely all the way through. So what I had to do is I had to shave it down just a little bit to get it through all the way to the other side. And that's where we're gonna go next. So here on the other side, previously, it was hitting right here and it wouldn't come out. So I had to shave it down just about 1 inch or so that it could come out all the way, so I could access this drawer from either side. Whether I'm inside of the car or outside of the car, I'll be able to access the contents in that drawer, which is very nice. So moving to the left, I got my gear storage area, and there's quite a bit of stuff in there. It's pretty amazing what I was able to get in here, but I was able to use just this little bit of space to store more gear. And this is kind of like my day gear. You know, I got my pepper spray and some walkie-talkies, more fuel, I got sunblock, I got an air compressor in case, you know, I lose air pressure in my tires. So, you know, I got a shovel, emergency blanket, emergency burner, lantern, bug spray, freeze-dried food, got my axe back here, still got my water filter right here, emergency jacket. So you can see I'm able to get quite a bit of stuff in this storage area, and it's not that crazy. I mean, I feel like I could still shove a few more things in there if I wanted to, but it seems like I got enough storage for right now. We'll see if I need to shove more stuff in here. But anyways, you know, it's actually quite efficient to use this space, and I really like it. I like the way it turned out. So staying back here, you know, again, this is that padding that I talked about, that little wing to the bed, and you could actually turn this into a bed even easier from back here. Slide it in. And there you go. And let me show you how it looks on this side. So this is how it's going to look on this side. And again, my driveway is at a decline, so I'm a little bit downhill, but you know, there's still room. You know, and my feet is not at the end. You know, if I wanted to move down more, you know, no problem. If I was a little bit taller, unfortunately, I don't have the problem of being a little bit taller. I can use this handle to help pull me up. But again, and this will serve as a bit of a bench too, you know, if I want to put on my shoes or something like that. Okay, so let's put this back in bench mode, and let me show you the modifications I made to this bench. So over here, what I did was I had to make a little notch cut right there, and let me show you why. So when the seat is completely forward, when you're in when you're not in travel mode and you're in sleeping mode, you know, there's plenty of room back here, no problem. But what happens is, if you are traveling, that person is not going to be sitting forward. So what that notch will allow me to do is actually push this chair back to a normal seating position, and let's take a look at it. And you see the foam pushes back and it fits the contour of that seat, which allows this person to still be comfortable while we're driving. And that was very important because without this notch cut out, you know, the person would have to sit very forward and very upright and very uncomfortable. And really, that little notch does next to nothing. So, you know, that's my tour of this side. And, you know, what I'm going to start doing now is start building this side. And once I'm done building that side, I'll start finishing up the bathroom area. So that side, you know, like I said, I'm going to have to make it so that even in bed mode, when it's completely open, I want to make sure the couple could move around and still not be rolling around in the bed every time they want to get from one end of the camper to the other. I want them to be able to slide down the bench or slide down the bed. So that's the idea. We'll see how that goes. But for now, it's Miller time.